Ooh, we have so much to get through. Today is absolutely crazy. Happy Friday, Fan Clan. I hope you guys are all doing super well. I'm sorry if I look very tired. I was up super late watching the Pokemon World Championships. Huge shout out to OKJ Love, my boy. Make sure you follow OKJ Love. Go subscribe to his channel right away. He just made it past day 1, so he'll be playing in day 2 later. Huge shout out to my boy OKJ Love. I hope you do well, brother. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Happy Obsidian Flames release day. If you guys just want pull rate information, seriously, just jump ahead a few minutes. I got a few things I got to get through, so jump ahead a few minutes. Most importantly, happy Pokemon 150 Fun Day. For those of you who don't know, we have been giving away a booster box of Pokemon 151 every single Friday until the release of Scarlet and Violet 151, which comes out on September 22nd. So we got like 6 weeks left of this giveaway. And congratulations to this week's winner, Alpha Stoutland. Alpha Stoutland, you are the winner of a brand new Pokemon 151 booster box. All I need from you is just verification of your YouTube. Just shoot me a message. You can find me on Instagram at danny.phantom. You can find me on Twitter at Danny__O, or you can just send me an email, DannyPhantomContent@gmail.com. Give me your mailing address, verify your YouTube, and I'll get this bad boy out to you. Now, if you want to win a booster box of Pokemon 151, because we're going to keep giving one away every single Friday, here's what you do. All you have to do is click that subscribe button down below. Hit the sub button. Give it a little tickle, a little poke. And then leave a like and a comment on this video. It can be really anything. It can be, thanks, Fanny. It can be anything, whatever. But leave a comment down below. Come back next Friday to see if you are a winner. If I do this for your name, then you will become a winner of a Pokemon 151 box. So just hit subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment on this video. Also, I've been getting a lot of questions. Here it is. This is the first ever Fanny pack. So this is like my first official merch drop. I apologize. I don't even know. It just seems fun. So this is a fanny pack. It's got a zippered pocket on the front and on the back, and inside it is going to be a fanny pack. 7 booster packs right here. So we've got 7 booster packs right here that will be inside. These are going to be available this upcoming Sunday night. This is the one that I made as a YouTube short. So there's not going to be a whole lot different with these fanny packs. Here's the main difference. There is no Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is being cut out because I'm running out of Evolving Skies packs. So not every single pack is going to have an Evolving Skies pack. So because of that, I'm getting rid of Pokemon Go. I'm also not including any of the sets that you've probably opened a ton of. So there will be no Sword and Shield base. There will be no Rebel Clash, no Darkness Ablaze, no Vivid Voltage, no Battle Styles. We'll get rid of all those. It's going to be basically the lowest tier that you're going to get will have either a Crimson Invasion or a Sun and Moon base or a Guardians Rising or a Steam Siege. And then the other tiers, 1 out of 2, 1 out of 2. You know, it's Burning Shadows, Hidden Fates, Flashfire, XY base, a bunch of other packs. And then 1 out of every 25-ish will have an older pack. Like this one here has a base 2-pack. But these will be available on Sunday night at 9 p.m. Central Time is when we will drop the initial run of them. I don't know how they're going to do. I don't know what to expect out of them. Like I said, here's the fanny pack here. So I only ordered, whoops, upside down. I only ordered so many of them. And because of that, if it does sell out on Sunday night, we will have a made-to-order drop on Monday. So if you're busy on Sunday night or you don't want to wait around, you don't want to fight people for the fanny pack, just wait until Monday. Just wait until Monday. They'll take like 3 weeks to make, to get manufactured, and then for me to stuff the packs inside, and then we will just ship them out as they come. But we'll do a made-to-order, so that way everybody can get one. I don't want to fight through what we went through with the first drop of fanny packs where it sold out in a couple minutes, and then people were like, well, I want one. And so we'll just make sure that everybody who wants an actual fanny pack will get one. These will retail for $44.99. So basically the cost of the packs plus the cost of the fanny pack itself. And then we will go back to the original fanny packs, the $27.99. You get 7 booster packs, same thing as always. So I wanted to drop that information so that way you have it. If you have any questions, just shoot me a message or an email and I'll try my best. Join the Discord. There's a link to our Discord down in the description below. That's where you'll get really all the best information when it comes to the fanny packs. Huge shout out to the mod squad over there. They do a fantastic job of keeping everybody up to date and things like that. So with that being said, enter for your Pokemon 151 box, fanny pack information, World Championships. Day 2 starts in like 5 hours. About Day 2, you can follow it on Twitch. Shout out to OKJ Love and shout out to Team CGC, the team that I manage, Caleb Gedimer, Azul, Grant Manley and Remy Lorenz. Remy Lorenz, the junior who we just added to the team. You can follow Team C2C on Instagram as well. They are all playing in day 2, which starts in about 5 hours. So good luck to all of them. With that being said, let's jump into Obsidian Flames. Obsidian Flames is the newest set, which comes out today. And I'm curious to know what you guys, prices are dropping like crazy. It's going to be very interesting. I screenshotted everything this morning so we can get a feel for how prices drop. This set is going to go down big time. This could be the easiest pull rate, the easiest master set we've really ever had when it comes to Pokemon, unless you go back to like Wizards of the Coast days. Now I know people are like, well, there's no chase. That means there's really no, that doesn't necessarily mean there's no chase. If you look at the base set, the original base set where you got 12 hollows in a booster box, that means out of 1 out of every 2 booster boxes. So if you opened up 2 booster boxes from the original base set, you were going to get a Charizard. You were going to get the chase card. 1 out of every 2 booster boxes basically guaranteed you every single hollow, which is absolutely crazy. So you're not going to get 1 out of every 2 booster boxes. You're not going to pull a Charizard. You're not going to pull the special illustration Charizard. Not every 2 booster boxes. However, it is fairly easy to pull, and this makes it very, very possible to master this set without having to worry about buying a bunch. Now, buying singles is important. Like if you are on a budget and you want to save money, open a couple boxes, get all those commons and uncommons, and then buy your singles. I think these singles are going to drop like crazy. But if you're somebody who likes opening packs, wants to stretch this set out over the course of 6-7 months, and you're like, well, I can open up 2 cases over the course of 6 or 7 months. I can just budget myself, or I can open up this master set. That's very possible. 2 cases, there's nothing in this set that is going to take you more than 2 cases to pull. Pretty much everything is under a 2-case pull rate, which is super exciting. I'm going to flip you guys around so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. We opened up over 2,000 booster packs, and I think it's very important to note that I don't believe in specific individual pull rates. So I don't believe that a Decidueye is easier to pull than a Houndoom EX. I think they're all printed the same when it comes to double rares. I think ultra rares are all printed the same. I think illustration rares are all printed the same on a sheet. And I think your secret rares, like your hyper rares, all printed on the same sheet. Your special illustration rares, all printed on the same sheet. So I think using 2,000 packs as a sample size to get a good idea of rarity pull rates, I think that's really what we're looking for as a community. Not necessarily specific individual pull rates, because I don't think one type of a card rarity is harder or easier to pull than another. I think they're all printed pretty much exactly the same. So if you want to get an actual understanding of that, you need like 100,000, even more than that booster pack. You need a ridiculous amount of booster packs because there's so many. Obviously, we went through how many booster packs are getting printed. You're talking about 9 billion cards that are getting printed on a yearly basis. You're going to need thousands of packs in order to get a good understanding of what actual true pull rates look like, hundreds of thousands of packs. So we're going to go through things fairly quick here. I do think regional batching could still possibly exist if you look at something like the Houndoom EX, which we only pulled 8 of, 1 out of every roughly 297 packs. We opened up 2,376 packs and only pulled 8 Houndoom EX. However, we pulled 22 Miraidon EX, 1 out of every 108 packs. So it seems like we pulled a lot more Miraidon EX than we did Houndoom EX. Now, does that mean that there's batching and things like that? No, not necessarily. It's just something that is interesting to look at. And if you go back and watch the video that I posted on Tuesday going over the actual master set of Obsidian Flames, some booster boxes are just very, very interesting to look at, where you'll get multiples of the same regular EX. When we did our big live stream yesterday, where we opened up almost 500 packs, it ended up being about 460 packs of Obsidian Flames. We took forever to pull a Decidueye EX. It took us forever. We pulled pretty much every other card in the set, and then Decidueye EX took forever to pull. So it's just, part of it just goes based off of, there's a lot of regular art EXs compared to other rarities. It's going to take a while to go through all that variance, and there's going to be times where you get a duplicate here and there. So there's not necessarily batching, but it is something interesting to look at, where you'll get 2 Glamoras in the same box that are regular. You'll get a box that's got a full art Glamora and 2 regular arts. So some of the boxes are just extremely interesting, where you're like, well, this one probably, this is probably like 1 out of 10,000 booster boxes. What are the chances of this happening? That's why batching is something that's definitely, people consider it not necessarily accurate, but it is, I guess, possible. We pulled 18 Decidueye. You can see there we pulled 12 Toedscruels, 14 Victini EX. I'm not going to go through all these, just kind of point out the bigger ones here. Miraidon EX, like I said, we pulled 22 of those. That was the one that we pulled the most of. Clefable EX, the second most pull. We pulled 20 of them, 1 out of every 119 packs. If you go down to the Charizard EX, we didn't pull a ton of them, but we didn't pull a little amount of them. We pulled 16 of them, which is 1 out of every 149 packs, so nothing really that stands out outside of the Houndoom being a little bit lower than the other ones. My personal favorite, the Absol EX down there when it comes to the regular art EXs, we pulled 12 of those. And then if you look at the Pidgeot one, probably the most competitive one of the entire bunch, we pulled 16 of those. If we look at the actual full arts, the ultra rares, now there's not a difference in rarity as far as Pokemon goes, as far as what they explain in their ETBs between the full art supporters, the full art Terra cards, and the regular full arts. Those are all just classified as ultra rares, so we can assume that they all have similar pull rates. And if you look, what is interesting is there is a significant amount less of these than regular art EXs, but their pull rates are roughly the same because of that variance. So you're going to pull approximately the same amount of your full arts as you will your regular arts because the variance is just so much different there. So if you look at that full art Terra Ice Cube EX, we pulled 16 of those. The Tyranitar EX full art Terra, we pulled 14 of those. We pulled 12 of the full art Vespiquen Terra cards, and then the Charizard EX, we pulled 12 of those as well. Nothing that really stands out. We actually pulled less Houndoom EXs by only pulling 8 than we did of all the full arts in the set. You can see the least amount of pulls that we had was that Absol EX, which we only pulled 10 of, and then that Ortega EX, or that Ortega EX, oh, Fanny, that Ortega full art supporter card, which we also only pulled 10 of. Those are the ones that we pulled the least of. The Revavroom, we pulled the most of those at 18, which is 1 out of every 132 packs approximately. If we look at the illustration rares, again, not a whole lot that stands out. You're looking at roughly the same pull rates for these as you do as far as individual cards go for a regular art EX, because they're just, I mean, you get 3 per booster box. You don't get 3 in every booster box. It's a little bit worse than what we saw with others, with Paldea Evolved and Scarlet and Violet. There will be boxes that are getting open that have less than 3, but not a whole lot. For the most part, you're going to get 3 illustration rares in your booster box of Obsidian Flames. The one that we pulled the least of was that Palafin right there. We only pulled 8 of those, which is 1 out of every 297 packs. Again, it's important to look at, once you look at some of these cards, 1 out of every 300 packs to pull pretty much everything really isn't that bad. You're looking at a case and a half, 2 cases max in order to pull the master set, which is super encouraging. The one that we pulled the most of when it comes to illustration rare, we pulled 22 Varoom, which is 1 out of every 108 packs. Really interesting to kind of look. Really nice spread, very consistent pretty much across the board. 12 Belly Bolt, 12 Cleffa. That Cleffa is super cool. 12 of the Larvitar. I love the Houndour. We pulled 16 of those. I love the Scizor. We pulled 16 of those. The Pidgey we pulled 14. The Pidgeotto we pulled 14. And the Lechonk we pulled 16. So very strong pull rates for those first 3 rarities. Pretty much similar across the board because you have about double the amount of regular art EXs as you do illustration rares, about double the amount of regular art EXs as you do those ultra rares, those full arts. If we look at the special illustration rare, which is probably the number a lot of people are most interested in looking at, kind of a little bit of separation here. So if you look at the Ice Cube EX, that's the one that we pulled the most of. That's that flaming Ice Cube where he's flying through the air with that sword. 20 of those that we pulled, 1 out of every 119 packs. So we pulled double the amount of special illustration Ice Cubes than we did something like the Houndoom EX regular art. Double the amount of special illustration rare Ice Cubes than we did like this illustration rare Palafin, which is really interesting to look at. And that's what we were talking about before with that whole batching conspiracy thing, which I don't necessarily believe in, but I do find it very interesting as we move further along through Scarlet and Violet. And we talk about seeded sets and things like that, how booster boxes, I just think booster boxes are the best bang for your buck. And I understand when you open up a booster box in Japan, those are guaranteed to have at least a secret rare in it. But I don't know if I could tell you the last time I opened up a booster box in the United States out of Scarlet and Violet that did not have a secret rare in it, either a special illustration rare or, I mean, I guess everything's considered a secret rare right now, but a special illustration rare or a gold card, a hyper rare. Pretty much every single box is going to have 2 of the special illustration rares or 1 special illustration rare and 1 gold card. Very rarely are you going to find a box that has 2 gold cards, but it does happen because we did have it happen. If we look at the Charizard EX, we pulled 12 of those. The Revavroom, we pulled 16 of. The Gita, we pulled 10 of those special illustration rare. A little bit interesting that we only pulled 6 of the Pidgeot EX and 6 of the Poppy special illustration rare. So those were a little bit harder for us to pull, but still encouraging at the fact that it's only 396 packs. That means there's not anything in this set that's going to take you less than 400 packs to open, even with crazy variances where you think that maybe some regional distribution things might be going on. You're only looking at 400 packs as a max. That should fill you up with pretty much a master set that's, like I said, less than 2 cases, which is very, very encouraging. So nothing really that stands out other than the fact that we only pulled 6 Pidgeot, 6 Poppy, but we did pull 20 of the Ice Cube, which is interesting. If you look at the gold cards, this one also a little bit interesting. We pulled the most Artisan. We pulled 18 of those. That was the one that popped up the most frequently. We pulled 16 of that secret rare Fire Energy, and we pulled 12 of the gold Charizard EX. We did have that one case that we didn't open up anything when it comes to a gold Charizard. We pulled all the other ones, but we did not pull that gold one. If you look at the video that we posted last Sunday where we broke a case open, but there were other cases that we opened up that had multiple gold Charizards. That's why our pull rate on it was 1 out of every 210 packs. So the gold pull rate's also not bad. 1 out of every 210 packs for the Charizard, 1 out of every 140 packs for the Artisan, and 1 out of every 158 packs for the Fire Energy. You compare this to something like Evolving Skies, which had, what, three gold cards in it with the Inteleon and the Cresselia and the Flat Fee or whatever the other one was. And those pull rates were like 1 out of every 1,800, 2,000. Much easier to pull these secret rare cards. This is definitely geared more towards collectors who just want to crack packs, people who want to enjoy things. And it's going to keep the cost of these singles way, way down, which is really, really cool to look at as we move forward. So let's break this all down completely. We opened up 2,376 booster packs. We opened up 66 booster boxes. Your average hits per booster box is about 10.88. We didn't have anything less than 10. For the most part, all of our boxes had 11, 12, 10 hits, somewhere around those. We did have a couple boxes that had as high as 14 hits in it, but for the most part, you're going to have 11, 12, maybe 10 hits in a booster box. That's why you're looking at 10.88 out of the average. If you go to the store, you buy 3 blister packs or a 3-pack blister even, you're looking at about 1 out of every 3 packs in order to get a hit of some sort, a regular art EX or better. The double rares, the full arts, you're looking at 4.76, which is crazy to think about. That's 1 out of every 8 packs. Those ultra rares, those full arts, or double rares, those regular art EXs, 4.76 per booster box for the most part. You're going to find about 5. Every once in a while you'll get 4. Every once in a while you'll get 6. But for the most part, you're going to find 5. 4.76, 1 out of every 8 packs for one of those double rares. The ultra rares, those full arts that we were talking about before, where it's a mix of the full art supporters, the full art Terra cards, and the regular full art Pokemon, you're looking at 2.36 per booster box. So sometimes you'll get 2, sometimes you'll get 3. For the most part, you'll probably find 2. Maybe you'll find a Terra Pokemon and a full art supporter, or a full art Pokemon and a full art supporter. But 2.36 per booster box, which is 1 out of every 15 packs. Average illustration rares, so this one went down a little bit. Your overall hits went down a little bit, but that's probably because there's a lot less ultra rares in this set compared to Paldea Evolved has way more, way more. And then compared to Scarlet and Violet, there's less in this set than Scarlet and Violet as well. So your hit rate goes down a little bit because there's just less to pull. But 2.7, for the most part, you're going to find 3. But every once in a while, you might crack a box, and then, you know, one every case, or 1 out of every 8 boxes, you're only going to find 2 illustration rares instead of 3, which is just going to feel like a dud box. But 2.7, 1 out of every 13 packs. Your average special illustration rare, this one also went down a little bit. You're looking at 1.06, but there is only 6 special illustration rares in this set. So 1 out of every 34 packs. Every box you open should have at least 1. Very rarely will you find a box that only has 1 gold card or only has 2 gold cards, but those did happen a couple of times where we only pulled 1 gold card. We didn't pull a single special illustration rare. Those are going to feel like major dud boxes, but 1.06 is the average pull rate for special illustration rares. And then average hyper rares, those gold cards, you're looking at 0.7 per box. 1 out of every 52 booster packs. For the most part, you're gonna get 1 of each, 1 special illustration rare, 1 hyper rare, but there will be times where you just get 2 special illustration rares. You don't get a hyper rare at all. And then I wanted to add the average Charizard in there so you can get a good understanding. It seems like Charizard's being open in every box. That's not necessarily the case. I know that you're watching a lot of videos. You're seeing a lot of people just open Charizard. They're finding 5 packs and they're opening Charizard. There is Charizard that's easy to pull. Charizard is easy to pull, but it's 1 out of every 46 packs. 1 out of every 46 packs is going to give you a Charizard of some sort. It could be the regular art, it could be the full art Terra, it could be the special illustration rare, and it could be the gold card. But based off of science, based off of math of 2,400 packs, almost 66 booster boxes. On average, you're looking at 1 out of every 46 packs is going to give you a Charizard of some sort. So it's a little bit less than 1 per booster box, better than the pull rate for a hyper rare, but less than the pull rate for a special illustration rare. So 1 out of every 46 booster packs is going to give you a Charizard EX of some sort. Like I said, it could be the regular, it could be the full art Terra, it could be the special illustration rare, or it could be the gold card. But I think it's important to lay that down because you do see a lot of hype out there, a lot of promises out there, and you watch other content creators opening Charizards left and right. We had that one box where we opened up 3 Charizards from 1 booster box. Not always going to go that way. It's not always going to be the case. You might go a few boxes without opening a Charizard at all, like yesterday during the stream, where our first couple boxes in, we didn't open up a single Charizard. So it's 1 out of every 46 packs for a reason, based off of 66 booster boxes that are open. So that's the pull rates for Obsidian Flames. I hope you like this content. If you do, please hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a like, leave a comment. You have to do that to get entered to win a booster box of Pokemon 151. I hope you guys are enjoying the World Championships. Definitely check in to day 2, which I said should start in about 5 hours. You can find it on Twitch. You don't have to stay up all night like me. I just really like watching it, and I can't wait for the closing ceremonies to see where Worlds is announced for next year. I hope you guys consider going to regional events, league tournaments, and then even Worlds next year. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a lot of fun. You meet some amazing people. So, and I hope to be there as well. So maybe I'll meet you guys there. But thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me ramble and talk about pull rates. I love statistics. I love Pokemon. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for everything. I'll talk to you again in a couple days. Until next time, peace.